I had taught goals and motivational programs before, but what I found out is that people can set goals, but unless they have someone to coach them through their obstacles, it'll never work. So I started asking my clients, do you want to do these groups? And within a couple of weeks, I had 2 or 3 groups going, and I'm training other therapists to do this work, and I've written a book called Facing Your Fears, Following Your Dreams, and Finding Success. So there are 50 assignments in this book, and we start with things such as the masks we wear, and then we work into how do you deal with anger, how do you get to a place of forgiveness, what do you do with uncertainties, what does fear look like, and each exercise gets them to explore their own insides. We have 6 different areas. We do spiritual goals, we do physical goals, we do social and family goals, career and educational goals, financial goals, and the adventure and fun goals. What you'll find in the beginning is people need to get rid of things before they bring the positive in, because that's symbolic of moving forward. Every time we get rid of something, something new can come in. So most people will go home and start getting rid of old clothes, things in their lives they don't want, activities that are not benefiting them, friends that are not good, people who are not positive in their lives. So every 2 weeks I have my groups set goals for themselves. They have 5 goals to set, and during that process they will have worked on a dream list. And a dream list is something that you just put down anything you can possibly visualize. And I'm always trying to say, take the ceiling off, get out of the box and just dream as big and as large as you want to dream. They will learn how to do gratitude journals. So every night they're writing down what are they grateful for that happened during that day. And in doing that, it's not like you get into bed and go, what am I worried about? You go, oh, what am I happy about? What did I do? And people sleep better. They wake up the next day with their journal next to them going, okay, this is what I want to work on, this is where I'm going, and their energy changes. So I actually have a 5-second rule that if you get an inspired idea, and we know when an inspired idea is like, I should go running right now, or I'd like to go running right now, or I'm going to call my brother, or I'm going to do something like that, it's usually because there is this spiritual part that's pushing you forward all the time, and then we talk ourselves out of it. And during that first 5 seconds we'll go, I'm not going to run, I'm too tired, or I only had 5 hours sleep, how can I run, or I'm hungry, or you come up with all these excuses. So now what I get people to do is look at their excuses and find out that they're not really valid, that they're putting a ceiling on themselves when they shouldn't put that ceiling on themselves. People come into my groups not even knowing they're codependent. All they know is that their feelings and care for others is greater than their care for themselves. That means finding out who you are, what you want to do for your life, making sure that you're taking care of your body, your soul, your spirit, your mind. And so that's I would say that's probably one of the main things that changes for people. They're still giving. In fact, they can give more. I believe most of us are on this planet to give back to the world, but we're not sure how to do it. So one of the exercises is for 2 weeks, every day they have to do something to anonymously give back to the world. Every gift we give comes back. And so people are giving compliments. That can be just giving. It's not that you have to spend money, because that's not what this is all about. This is about loving other people. One of the exercises is to try to eliminate criticism and judgment from our thinking, which we learn that. Role modeling is another area that we work on in one of the chapters. And what we learn as children, we seem to watch what people do and we go, okay, that's the right way to do it. I had a client who he walked with a limp the first year of his life because his mother had polio and she was the only parent raising him, and he thought that's what you're supposed to do, although he didn't have anything wrong with his leg. That's how powerful role modeling can be. And so if we have parents that go, yeah, you should have done this, and they're judging us and criticizing us, we grow up to do that even though that isn't how we're meant to be. And it doesn't feel good. We need to be fully conscious of what we're thinking about, where we're putting our energy, how we're thinking about other people, how we're thinking about ourselves. And there are great books out that I have my people read. And I have people now that they are actually with us in group. It used to be people would be going, okay, what are people thinking of me? How am I coming across? They'd be worried after group, but now they're just present in group, and they don't have to put up any act or criticism or judgment of themselves. I've had college students come in, like groups of college students, and they work on the goals and do well, all the way up to someone in their 70s who was a college professor who came in and said, you know, I may have 10, 20 years left in my life, but I want to make sure I'm doing what's important to me. I have CEOs and students. I have bank presidents and I have physicians. I have housewives. This is a big one, and housewives that are totally provided for. They have very successful husbands, their children are doing well, but they feel lost. We're starting a teen program from 14 on up so that teens can come in, and what a blessing that would be to know that at 14, 15, 16, I know how to set goals. I know that I'm okay. I know I don't need to do this negative thinking, that I can think positive and create my life. And so it's going to be exciting to see how the young people really take off with this. When you get to the very bottom line, everybody that gets in the groups goes for total honesty in their life. Total being authentic, being real, not wearing masks. Somebody in our childhood tells us we're not smart enough or pretty enough or strong enough to do something, and that rope is still tying us down, where the truth is we have potential to do anything we really want to accomplish.